I could just
Nope,
go.
that's the one.
Okay.
That's
okay.
the one right there.
I could stay down.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. There we go. I like that.
So, who we got first?
It's going to be winners finals, a Minnesota matchup. It's going to be Mistral and Atreus. Mistral really the big winner of the day, making a number of upsets to get here, including over Atata. And Atreus was expected to be here, was the #1 seed, and what's really been the interesting thing for him is which character he decides to play from set to set. But no Robs in sight here, no Ridleys to be had. We're starting immediately with the Palutena for game 1.
Absolutely. I wouldn't expect anything else. Atreus, a jack of all trades, to be quite honest, and has so many characters in the pockets as we've seen today. But the Palutena is the one that is the money maker, and so hopefully that will be true to get Atreus to a first place finish at Clutch Up. But Mistral playing incredible so far today with the Kazuya. And starting on Smashville, we'll see if, good combo to start. Mistral been so keen on these combos all day, especially with those downward lasers. Just perfect timing on it every single time.
And you can't overstate that to get here, Mistral had to beat Arcty, the #2 seed in this tournament, on the Palutena as well. So obviously very strong in this matchup, and these two are very familiar with each other, both from Minnesota, and you can see that familiarity already coming out from Mistral, who is up that first stock.
That be so strong, so consistent at taking stocks. Atreus got to find a way to bring this to even that down air off the platform, through the bottom platform, getting that down tilt, but not getting anything off of it. A partially poor DI from Mistral is going to result in that back air, taking this to an even game. Good teleport cancels from Palutena to bring this to way off that invincibility, but good explosive flame to start this combo, keeping it going. You're not going anywhere, even with that air dodge.
This is such an interesting stage in the matchup, too, where, ooh, especially interesting if you came back to the ledge, but...
Yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying just it's a very ledge trap heavy stage where Palutena's going to love that, but Kazuya gets to play up close and personal with this Palutena and just immediately responding after that early stock taken from Atreus. These guys... Sparks are flying in this game 1. They're showing out for KK Slider on the Saturday night.
Yeah, and it's so nice that this guy can bring such great music to this great battle, this heavyweight bout where they're just going and throwing haymakers, and it's going to be Mistral on that platform, taking it to the skies with that dragon uppercut, and a quick 1-0 for Mistral. What a game 1. Holy hell.
Yeah, Mistral making the absolute most of there just being no room for Palutena to operate around him on that stage. I'd like to see a bigger one, maybe over to PS2 if we can get there, but instead we're just going to be getting a little bit wider with Hollow Bastion here. It gives Atreus safe haven in the middle of the stage, but if he gets stuck on that left and right side, there's really nowhere for him to go if he gets caught in a Kazuya combo.
Yeah, and I was thinking that it would be cool. It's cool that Atreus has that middle platform to do teleport cancels on, and I should have known this from my previous set watching Mistral play, that those platforms have been his best friend. But unfortunately, that middle platform is anything but, as these up airs continue to rack up this combo and this damage early in this game too. Atreus looking hot to start.
And this is where you get to utilize that Palutena movement really well. You get that early percent lead, so now you just have that better aerial drift, but as he continues to land into Mistral, that lead's all but evaporated already.
It wasn't even anything, it wasn't anything special. It was just a little nickel and diamond here and there, getting a few hits. I don't think nickel and diming is appropriate when it comes to Kazuya. It is all dollars and tens when it comes to this man. He just goes for gold every single time. Managing to get back to ledge, and it's still super scary, but a little less scary now that that rage drive is gone.
And this is where Atreus really makes his money once he gets you in the corner. Didn't get many opportunities to do that in game 1. You're seeing how strong he is once he gets you off stage. Nowhere for Mistral to go. That'll be the first stock taken for Atreus.
Yeah, that down air, not super great when that up air is waiting for it. Oh, going for a little, I don't even know what Atreus was.
I think it was an accidental ledge trump, if anything, but...
That's just how good these players are. Like, ledge trumps are so precise, and Atreus just has those unlocked. Even when he didn't want to do it, it was an accident he did it. Still not looking great, though.
Accidentally talented.
Suffering from success.
Yeah, getting a little too close with that auto reticle is going to give Mistral the opportunity to come in and take that stock. They're going to be hungry for more here, getting some more percent tacked on. And just, again, we talked about having that middle platform just to reset some of these combos where if Kazuya doesn't get you popped up at just the right angle, it does give you an opportunity to escape those combos.
And it's been great for Atreus to get out of those combos so he doesn't, because Mistral has been so clean and so good with the combos all day that the last thing Atreus wants is to get stuck. Atreus knows this better than most people. They play more often than anyone else at this tournament, likely.
Yeah, definitely two of Minnesota's best, so these guys definitely familiar with each other. And just being so careful around Mistral, who's on that ledge trap, just be able to teleport to that platform is really nice for Atreus to minimize that disadvantage state. Because he's still alive in this stock and trying to get rid of that Kazuya Rage Drive. Doesn't even need to bother with it, just a little bit too low for Mistral, so down to his last stock here.
Yeah, best way to get rid of Rage Drive is taking a stock. I would agree with that. Now, there's that purposeful ledge jump into the big combo. 3 nairs, 4 nairs for Atreus. Trying to go for that up air. A little greedy, but I get what he was going for in case there was a little bit like maybe an up, a jump, or an air dodge, perhaps. But a huge call out with that back air for Mistral to bring this to 1 stock apiece, and being even in stocks is worse if you're playing against Kazuya, and we are seeing that in full force as Mistral gets 1 hit and another neutral win off of that ledge interaction. Now in the middle of the stage, down air, help for Atreus to get out of there. There's that nice grab. Back air, not going to hit that time. Boxing in the middle of the stage, this is getting worse for Atreus as the damage continues to rack up.
And that could be it, but great tech roll in is going to keep Atreus alive, but he will not be able to avoid that back air. So Mistral going up 2-0 in this winner's finals. He's 1 game away from Grand's winner's side.
Oh my gosh, this dude is playing just a full speed ahead, just a bullet train, heading straight to that first place stop.
In that Amtrak from Milwaukee back to Minneapolis. And this is really, you see how good Kazuya is when the player is playing confident. He has his positioning, his reads of punish games all on point. This character, when you're playing with perfection, is really difficult to stop. And you're just seeing, even if you have great movement, great punish game like Atreus has, if Kazuya is playing as perfectly as he is, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, and this is the first time I can confidently say that I've seen Fox take from a Kazuya back air, the Palutena back air. Not something that I would ever think I would say, but a great tech from Mistral to keep himself alive from that down air of Atreus. Now keeping that middle platform a little bit, that neutral, just poke it away. Stay away from the equal man. Now that you're glowing red, this is just getting scarier and scarier. There, through the parry. Super dead, but great tech from Atreus.
Yeah, that'll be it for sure. And held on to that rage drive the entire time means he was able to put on extra damage on all of those hits and made it so he could get enough in that combo. But he's not going to make it back to ledge here. Atreus clinical on that edge guard, shaking his head, rolling his eyes, looking up at the sky like, oh my god, I have to do a reverse 3-0 just to even stay alive and win this set.
Right, and Mistral almost looked like a little upset or annoyed that that was how he because it kind of felt a little sloppy. He just got checkmated in that situation, which happens from time to time, especially when these players
in this matchup.
Yeah, and when they play as often as Dragonov's air, side B, Atreus, and now it's a reversal situation. Great parry, and here we go again with this middle platform. Mistral making it his own, but misses on that punish or the whiff punish. Another side B off the ledge.
A lot of the damage for Mistral has been reading Atreus' disadvantage state. You saw him follow that DI all the way to the corner just to continue to push him off stage. And Atreus is really not making any bad decisions in disadvantage. It's been a lot of just strong positioning and reads from Mistral, but in the meantime, Atreus back in the lead for a stock here.
Yeah, and these down airs have not only been awesome at taking stocks off stage, but on stage. I feel like we talk about it every time we see a Palutena play, how awesome that down air is for Palutena. And we just saw it take 1 stock off the ledge, just calling out the timing of Kazuya's up B. You might see it again, but a stall, not even then Atreus was ready for it, but unable to get that to connect, and now just forcing off stage again with that nair.
I mean, after we're probably going to see Atreus, if he can get 1 more hit to exhaust those recovery options, going to make him go deep off stage. We're looking for it here. That back air isn't going to take it, but it is actually going to be just enough. Did Mistral DI out? What happened there?
Did Atreus lose that? Win that?
Yeah, that was Atreus. Atreus up 2 stocks to 1.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Atreus, I said he was getting his ledge traps, and he was really maximizing those corner pressure scenarios, which is why he likes having Hollow Bastion. And if you continue to keep Kazuya in disadvantage, you can't instigate his offense, you're not going to take those big combos. So it's up to Atreus to continue to apply that pressure and keep Mistral off his feet.
And back to Smashville now. Now, what do you think is the reasoning for going back to Smashville when they feel so similar?
For Kazuya, the less room that Palutena has to work around you, the better. It makes it a lot easier to get to that middle platform to continue combos. So it just makes sense for Mistral, who has a little bit less mobility on Kazuya than Palu.
Okay. All right. Now, for someone like me that doesn't really see the difference, now I know.
And for Palu, she's happy with both stages, where here her ledge trapping is a little more potent. You can still kind of bob and weave around using your aerial drift around Kazuya, but it just makes it a little bit harder to escape Kazuya's pressure if he gets his offense going. So Atreus is quickly banking on the fact that he's just not going to give Mistral those openings, but he does give him one here.
Found one. Bouncing off the ground, though, that was saving Atreus from a potential death. And now, good air dodge. Get back to the stage. Parry. This could be the death of Atreus. No, not quite. But that laser, oh my gosh. He's been so on point with the downward angled lasers all day. It's one of the most impressive things I've seen Kazuya do. I know it's just a downward angled laser, but he's been so good with them, and the spacing and everything is awesome.
Yeah, there was nowhere for Atreus to go there with the angle they had to recover at. So just great positioning coming out from Mistral, but great positioning coming out from Atreus just to immediately step out that high recovery. Anytime that Mistral has tried to go high, there has just been nowhere to go.
Yeah, so Atreus has been conditioning Mistral really well to go where he wants in terms of recovery. But Mistral's on-stage advantage has been so suffocating that's obviously why it's a 2-1 right now, and we'll see if this can be a ledge guard. No, sir.
I like the way that Atreus, just his awareness when he has edge guard snares, when to push it off stage and when to hold that ledge and go for those down tilts is so strong. It's made it really difficult for Mistral to get his feet back on stage because he's constantly forced off stage over and over and over. He might even get the chance to use this rage drive, Mochi.
Yeah, he certainly will not. I don't know. Okay, he had a jump
already.
Yeah, and the air dodge is not enough. Something clicked. This down low, there was a down low complete somewhere in that second game. So, and now Atreus is having his way with Kazuya. Kazuya put the different suit on. I believe that was actually a different change. But still, the point stands. Atreus is significantly better off in these last two games than we saw in the first two.
He's just opted to not really play neutral. It's been all advantage state where he's not playing the footsie game with Mistral on stage to where Mistral can start getting his combo starters positioned. So it's just been knock him off stage, rinse and repeat, pile on that damage, and get those edge guards. Mistral has not had the opportunities like this very often.
And so when you get those opportunities, you have to take advantage of them and maximize them to the most of his ability. Yeah, and Atreus knows that. Just going to be keen to jump around, use that platform, get these down tilts, back air. Now up to 86%. Mistral got to go low yet again. Got that ledge trump, nothing off that down air. It's one opening. That's all he needs. Just a little poke here, one little electric. Come on, man. Oh, grab will do it. Not quite, though.
Getting knocked on that platform. And this is where Mistral really needs to find that last big opening to get his ticket into Grand Finals winner's side. The neutral will start to slow to a crawl, and he's starting to rack on that damage with the rage drive. One more big read could be what he needs here.
Oh, seriously, that's all he does. Rage drive there. Now it's gone with that spectacular down air. And the counter! Return to sender! We got our game 5!
You're lasering yourself, buddy.
Why do you look upset? He looks... He's like, bro, I gotta go game 5. I really gotta play game 5.
I was down 2-0. Who's this guy?
What is this, man?
What? Dude, whatever, man. I could have 3-0'd.
Oh my gosh. I could just picture like the hair covering his eyes, ass anime character. He's like, ugh, this. Like the hair pushed back.
Or the guy with like his eyes are always closed, but he opens them up when he's real serious.
And clearly Atreus has opened his third eye, found 2 wins fairly easily, just as easily as Mistral got his first 2. And now on Smashville for our final game of winners finals. One of these 2 going to Grands, and the other one has to fight their way back. And a huge explosive ending with that flame. Atreus to start this game 5.
This continues to force Mistral off stage. Has not gotten to play on the stage since the first couple seconds, but he does get his opportunity here with the rage drive on deck. So he needs to find a command grab here, probably try to armor through one of these nairs. But Atreus, okay, just getting basketball rebounded off the backboard. He's going to make his way back onto stage.
Man, that was just a real Angel Reese moment. He's like, I'm not
I'm going to get my own rebound.
I'm going to get my own rebound and miss again. And then, yeah, Rage Drive, one of the better things about constantly getting hit around by Atreus is you have Rage Drive a lot. They didn't even use it in that for that one, but still has it. One more good hit should be the end of it. Not even a good hit, just a hit.
Point blank snipe just to get rid of the Rage Drive. Puts Kazuya at a bit of a disadvantage here. It's not going to be able to kill quite as easily, but a lot from Kazuya will get it done here. But he's instead going to get spiked down, and Atreus is going to get spiked up to the top. Just the most bizarre stock trade I've ever seen, Mochi.
I don't think I've never seen that. That barely killed off the top, and we got a screen splat as Mistral was falling down to the blast zone off the stage spike, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it was a downward
just
semi spike off the nair.
Oh
Super bizarre. You don't see that very often.
What a great set. We're seeing so many things happen for the first time, or just so many awesome things happen. This is what happens when Minnesota comes to tournaments.
But one thing that Minnesota is super used to is Atreus winning sets like these. Has a lot of momentum right now. Continues to keep Mistral off of the stage, going for another deep edge guard. He does not want to give him an opportunity to use this Rage Drive.
Oh, absolutely not. That 43% is not safe. You're not safe. 118, that's also not safe. This is the worst position for Atreus to be in. He's been putting himself in awesome positions the entire game, and with that, that's going to be the one more stock for Atreus in this winner's side of Clutch Up 2026. Mistral trying to punch his ticket to Grand Finals. We'll see if Atreus can bring this back to even before Mistral gets one of those good combos going.
And the way that Atreus has been able to spin the tide in his favor has been just continue to apply smart, consistent pressure, but now you're down to your last stock against Kazuya on your winner's side life, so you cannot let the gas off of the pedal, and you're seeing that there. He just continuing to force the issue. He's not playing it careful and slow, because that's how Mistral has been playing so well.
Yeah, and this is as even as it gets for these two players, and a great start bouncing off the ground. No tech needed. That's how you get out of that situation. But Tech's away, almost got hit with that trip. That would have been huge for Mistral, but now it's just better and better for Atreus. Getting these nairs, getting these up airs, continuing the combo, pushing off stage with that back air. This is huge. And another nair, explosive flame. These are even percents, as even as it gets, as this gets closer and closer to the end of this game 5. This ledge situation could be curtains for one of these two, and it's the tip of the down tilt to get that back air, and the forward air is going to be just enough for Atreus to punch his ticket to Grand Finals in reverse 3-0 fashion.
Putting his heel in that reverse 3-0. Oh, no, hold on. It was Mistral. Who was up 2-0?
Mistral.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, putting the final exclamation point on that reverse 3-0 with the heel. Fantastic adaptation from Atreus, where once he got that momentum, he did not let it go, and Mistral just did not have an answer.
Yeah, you'd think that the way that set played out, it would be like